Of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw.
And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
From the 50, Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Ball carrier.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now from Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Behind the chain, second and 13.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on second and 8. Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the Lions first down.
On first and 10, Stafford. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 22, the 40, the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time, and his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Cardinals 7, Lions nothing. Aldrich Rosa set.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Stafford going to give it to Swift.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now they try the right side here. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 17, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily,
But I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Stafford. He's going to go for a big play. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
That was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Desmond Trufant.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 39, Murray. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down, dry keep.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The Lion ball carrier. The tackle made by Monte Nicholson.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
At the 40-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stafford, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Complete.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Gain of 10.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off at the 19. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Operating from the gun. Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, Drake. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Murray off play action. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Murray. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Rosa's kick is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First down, Murray. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on second and 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's a big play there for the Lions.
45 yards.
45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. They'll run here with Swift. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
29-yard line.
On second and 9. Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Swift. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Dancing to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Lions' 16-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now up to 14.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
7 yards, the pickup there.
And 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Stafford now to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. 54 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57. Last 57, 57, Mike. Push him back, 59.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
T.J. Hawkinson.
T.J. Hawkinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Cardinals 24, Lions 17.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
He can run for it, and he will. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 4. Brings up 4th down and
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Second and 12, operating from the 39.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Drake. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, B.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. I'm surprised with the lead in a 1-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He's back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chandler Jones. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Number 5.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
By Jeff Okudah. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Cardinals, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3.